Ahead on America's Weather Center, we have more information to show you about the Pacific Northwest. There have been so many stories, some of them heartbreaking. We're going to tell you how you can protect yourself and your family in cases of extreme flooding. Yes, and it's something a lot of us don't even want to think about, but flooding is actually the most common and the most expensive natural disaster, according to FEMA. And are you ready if this happens to you is the question you want to ask yourself.
Yeah, joining us now is the Director of Strategic Communication for the Insurance Information Institute, Janet Ruiz. Janet, thanks for joining us. Let's talk about what homeowners should be. Yeah, we appreciate your time because this is a big topic of conversation right now. What should homeowners be doing to get their flood insurance?
So homeowners who live near a flood zone or in a FEMA designated flood zone usually are required by their mortgage company to have flood insurance. So some of you in Washington already will have flood insurance. But if you don't have flood insurance, consider buying it, because 25% of the floods happen in areas that aren't designated. And it's less expensive if you're not in a designated area. Flood is not covered under your regular homeowners policy, so it's really important to understand that. And if you buy a policy, you should be making your temporary repairs, keeping your receipts, and then letting your insurance company know right away that you have a claim.
If you get in a situation where your house floods, can you then apply for the flood insurance after you've already flooded, or is it just too late?
Well, you wouldn't get covered for this particular flood, but you certainly can apply since you know you have that potential. It usually takes 30 days to get a flood insurance policy. So you have to keep that in mind. Now, if FEMA declares it a national disaster, then there could be help from FEMA up to about $35,000. Small businesses can go to FEMA for the small business loans, and those usually are up to about $150,000. And I hear the state of Washington may also give out grants to people who didn't have flood insurance.
So they'll have to check with their local agencies on that as well. Do you have any tips for homeowners who can trying to recover from a flood?
Yes, be sure that you check out any contractors that come your way really thoroughly, because sometimes after these disasters, we see fraud. So due diligence, make sure they're licensed. The same with anybody who comes in to help you with cleanup. Don't give them cash. Don't give them too large of a down payment on it. Wait till the work is done to make the full payment. And again, keep your receipts because you may be able to get reimbursed from your insurance or from maybe a FEMA grant or a state of Washington grant. So really pay attention to who you contract with and what they're asking, and maybe get a couple bids. That's always a good idea to compare.
Janet Ruiz, thank you so much for taking the time. The Information Institute Insurance. Now, let's see, did I get that right?
Insurance Information Institute. And we have a lot of information online at iii.org. We also have a resilience accelerator. So if folks want to check their address and see what type of hazards they have, whether it be flood or earthquake or wildfire or whatever, go to resilience.iii.org.
Triple I love it. Thank you so much for your time, Janet.